Good afternoon and welcome to the Weather Centre. It's a cold, wet and windy day in the Eastern Cape. Heavy rain occurred overnight and more heavy rain is predicted for the province, which could lead to localised flooding. We're expecting a cold night over the interior of South Africa, but let's take a look at our watches and warnings as issued by the South African Weather Service. Heavy rain is expected today over the southern and eastern parts of the Eastern Cape with more than 50 millimetres in a 24-hour period. There's a watch for severe thunderstorms over the western parts of KZN, which could lead to large hail and damaging winds. Now, the past 12-hour satellite loop shows mostly clear conditions over the northern parts of the country, but the low-pressure system just off the Eastern Cape coastline resulted in strong winds this morning and a strong push of moisture that led to more than 50 millimetres of rain in the vicinity of Port Elizabeth and Port Alfred. Further west, there's a bank of high cloud moving in towards the Western Cape, and this will result in partly cloudy conditions. The rain starts to clear from the Western Cape coastline as the day progresses. Best chances of rain over the southern and eastern parts of the Eastern Cape, a low risk of rain in the Lowveld and the adjacent escarpment, and a 40% chance of thunder showers further north. This is a rainfall accumulation for Sunday. More than 50 millimetres of rain is expected over the southern parts of the Eastern Cape, and the heaviest rainfall seems to occur between East London and King Williamstown. Now, as the low starts to move away from the South African east coast, we're expecting the rain to ease up overnight. Nevertheless, it's going to stay cloudy and drizzly during the course of Monday with cool weather over the eastern parts, but it's going to warm up along the west coast with mostly sunny conditions. Taking a look at the wind forecast for today, a breezy afternoon across South Africa, especially in the Cape provinces. Winds over the interior, fresh to strong southeasterly as well. Fresh southwesterlies in Bloemfontein and Bethlehem today, and Johannesburg's wind speeds up to 25 kilometers per hour. In the Lowveld, we're expecting a beautiful afternoon, 30 degrees in Bombela. It's also warm over northern Gauteng with a high of 28 in Pretoria. Much cooler over the Free State, temperatures below 20 degrees over the southwestern interior. It's going to become cold overnight over the interior of South Africa, down to 7 degrees in Bloemfontein, 8 in De Aar and Graafrenet, 6 in Sutherland. We're expecting a cool start to the day along the south coast with 12 degrees in George, but it will stay warm overnight in the Lowveld with a low of 16 in Bombela. We're expecting drizzle and light rain over the far eastern parts of South Africa on Monday. Clear weather over the central interior and high cloud likely in the Western Cape with rain along the east coast. Rain persists along the east coast on Tuesday, but it becomes warm then in Cape Town.